You see that? Unless if you've been living under a rock for the past decade, this is a cartoon. But this is more than just some cartoon. In fact, it started up an entire industry.
It was the beginning of a revolution!
It was the first cartoon ever made.
Yeah, I got a little off track.
That cartoon you just saw was called Finchesmaglory.
Actually, I believe it's pronounced Finchesmaglory.
Whatever, you're useless, I'm looking it up. Come on, just load already.
Phantasmagory.
Created in 1908 by lmao Call, known as the father of the animated cartoon.
That's exactly what I said.
Sure. Thanks, Mr. AI. The technology of the future. And after that, inspired by the works of Emile Cole, the first full-length animated movie called El Apisto was created by this person.
I don't remember how to pronounce the name, so can you please let me get away with it?
Unfortunately, though, the film was later burned in a fire. No, that is not a joke.
Before we get to Walt Funny Mouse Disney, we need to go way back.
Whoops, too far.
We're talking about the Super Fleischer brothers with their content not for the little ears in the back seat.
Mostly known nowadays for the creation of Betty Boop, the Fleischer brothers were creating animations in New York way before Mr. Disney. There was one episode where they and another one where they
Don't forget about that one time when they
Let's just say that the Fleischer cartoons were something.
Oh, goodness gracious!
It's him!
Oh, Oswald, the lucky rabbit.
It's Walt Disney and Ub Iwerk's first animated creation, and one of the first cartoon characters to have a personality. But his luck ran out.
It's Mickey!
You guys better start talking about me or you're going to the House of Mouse, and you do not want that to happen.
Okay, I'm sorry. So Mickey Mouse started off in 1928 in the short Steamboat Willie, created by Walt Disney. It got really popular, and then more shorts were made and more characters were added, like Goofy, Donald, Minnie, the Duck, and then there was that guy. And
I like Goofy.
What did you just say to me?
Speaking of anvils falling on people, Looney Tunes!
What are we talking about?
Looney Tunes were created in 1930 after Walt Disney's success by Tex Avery and Chuck Jones. Like the Fleischers, the Looney Tunes were originally not for kids, but when TVs were invented, it slowly became more of a kids' show.
Michael Jordan and LeBron James even show up.
Now, let's talk about one of the longest-lasting shows of all time.
The Simpsons is my favorite show. Let's go! Yeah! It's the best show. I like Fortnite, kids. Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, I love the show. Yeah,
It's The Simpsons. Like I said before, The Simpsons is one of the longest-lasting TV shows of all time. It has over 30 seasons, and somehow the characters still stay the same age. Come on, Matt Groening. You're better than that. The Simpsons were originally shorts for the Tracy Ullman show. It looked very different compared to the real show. I mean, look at this. What is this? What did they do to my man Bart? Eventually, though, it got turned into its own show in 1989. And it got extremely popular. Like, really popular. They have so much merchandise. Like, what is this? I know I already said that before, but literally, what is this? It had a very big cultural impact on adult animation, and is still being ripped off to this day. Alright, let's see. What's next on the list?
That's what you all get, for my name is Michael H. Mouse. Donald, drive!
Ah, yes, of course, Pixar. How could we make a video on animation without talking about Pixar? Pixar was one of the first animation studios to animate in 3D. Once they got acquired by Disney, they made their first movie, Toy Story, which was very successful and made with
Silicon Graphics computers.
That movie and others like Monsters, Inc., the best one, and Cars cemented themselves as one of the greatest animation studios of all time.
Yes, Toy Story. The movie that traumatized me, and now will never think of my toys the same again. Also, Lightning McQueen is the best race car driver, besides Turbo the Snail. He's pretty cool.
All right, that's it. No more speaking for you.
So, in conclusion...
Yeah, we should have just made a craft or something.
I've always wanted to say this. That's a...
Hot dog! Hot dog! Hot dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog. Now we got ears, it's time for cheers. Hot dog, no problem.